Hi Aries, welcome back. Thank you for being here. I think we'll start with a bit of tarot. Actually, let's grab one of these. Aries, most important vital messages for Aries people placements. So we have right use of power in the reverse, or maybe the wrong use of power. Maybe there was some kind of power play dynamics, or there could have been like a synastry between you and somebody else that had a lot of negative Pluto aspects, domineering manipulation, things like that. Time to replenish empty well. This could have been about reciprocity, give and take dynamics in general. Aries, maybe you're reconsidering things. Maybe you weren't operating in a way that was aiming for long-term security, Aries. That wasn't very regal. Yeah, something insecure here, like impulsive, insecure, youthful. And it looks like you're looking to invest and not fighting or investing in these negative ways going forward. This could have been to do with a water sign, or maybe something about your emotions, or like a lack of understanding your own emotions and long-term security, what you're aiming to gain, or slow and steady. You know, the beetle. Maybe the beetles could be important here as well. The symbolism of a beetle. Aries, most important messages to help Aries. We have whale and orca elders, so there's a gateway opening up, definitely. It's something, maybe you could heal this mindset through sound, cleansing with sound. Yeah, because it looks like there's a sense of like general lack, or like, especially regarding finances at this time, if you're concerned about finances. Um, so it almost needs to be fixed from within before it can be fixed externally. We'll go ahead and grab you some juicier messages before we read this card meaning. Oh, Lord, that one really jumped. Your grandparents are watching over you, Aries. So there could be a new TV show that you might be guided to. I mean, if you need help, just ask your guides to guide you towards what they want you to see, because that really helps. Spirits are helping, yeah. They want you to get more grounded. Your best friend is also watching over you. Somebody or someone was looking to use somebody for finances. Could have been a feminine that was being used for finances, or yeah, something is like a karmic relationship, or it wasn't destined. It might have even taken you off course. Somebody here is not wise for their age, so go ahead and read Whale and Orca Elders. Yeah, again, it's talking about your health or reciprocity dynamics work. Something about letting go or seeing a higher perspective of something. Whale and Orca are benevolent cosmic beings here to anchor frequency of love onto the planet. To harmonize with their song as they weave around the oceans, they do so much more than any of us know. Their physical presence affects Earth's magnetic field, and their harmonics call us to wake up and remember our own soul song. Looking into the eye of the whale is something you'll never forget. Whales see into your very being, and in an instant, you're changed forever. They see beyond the physical, the woundings, the identity, the personality, the story. They see right into your soul. If you pull this card, you're being called to surrender to your deepest truth and share it with potency, to bow to who you truly are, to stretch your heart wise enough. Interesting. I meant to say wide enough, but maybe there's a level of wisdom that has to come in, which would make sense, especially if you're seeing a higher perspective, spiritual perspective, more optimistic view of something, more, synthesizing all the parts, right? To stretch your heart wise enough to hold it all, to leave your fears, doubts, and baggage at the door, to question any part of you that doesn't feel good enough. So this all starts from within, getting that individuality strong, feeling good about yourself. The Whale and Orca Elders wants to give you and others the privilege of seeing who you truly are. I was reflecting on this before your reading, because I was watching a lot of spirit box TikToks. Like, there's this great guy on TikTok, his name's Cody, and he has this great spirit box. And he was doing with OJ Simpson, and I was looking at OJ Simpson's chart or something like that, and I was just contemplating, like, why, like, what led him to, make mistakes or do evil things or whatever, as people would call it. But I think a lot of evil actions are really just misguided. They're not really, they're more mistakes than anything, right? And I think people either operate in their astrology in the negative polarity, or they can evolve and become the best version of that they can be. Because even the most detrimental, probably, like, astrological effects could probably be utilized in some, or channeled in some healthy way, some healthy avenue. Because I doubt God would. I mean, maybe there's just a reason for evil, but I just don't see it that way. I see it more of a misuse of energy more than anything. So very interesting. So check out his TikToks; they're really great. I think he has a YouTube channel, Cody Spirit Box. But anyways, The whale and orc elders want to give you and others the privilege of seeing who you truly are. For you, and you know it's interesting. When I was listening to the O.J. Simpson ones on that Spirit Box app, it almost seemed like um, he kind of, this is a quality and a trait I've noticed in people that tend to do mistakes and evil acts, is that they just don't reflect, right? They are very scared to reflect on themselves. They don't want to admit faults or wrongdoing, and that doesn't make them evil; it just makes them insecure, right? Um, and that insecurity fuels evil behavior, right? Because even if you're not the best person, but at least you're considering like ways that you could improve, at least you're walking towards the light, right? You're walking towards goodness. And I think God should, in my opinion, at least commend that. And I think God loves everyone. So the whale and orc elders want to give you and others the privilege of seeing who you truly are, and for you to see the same in other beings, to drop your hang-ups and personality flaws and get busy revealing the unique note of your soul you came here to sing. Allow the song that echoes in the four chambers of your heart to emanate in all four directions. Peel back the layers of suffering and pain and reveal to others your true soul song, and endeavor to see the soul in all you meet. Interesting. Yeah, there's definitely a mastery coming in, a culmination point for sure. I'm going to grab you guys a extra card. Aries. Oh, Lord. Okay, well, we have elderberries. That was the only upright one. So it is a knowing within the bone. Allow it to guide you. Interesting. So, yeah, maybe you should. Sorry. Someone doesn't want to speak. Somebody might be mad at what I'm saying. But, anyways, I think if you do spells or you treat yourself with more kindness and do spells that invite positivity and kindness within, like simmer pots and things like that, like treating yourself really well, loving yourself, it all starts from within, right? So the more that you can cultivate a sense of a mindset that encourages like emotional care and mothering for yourself, then you'll be able to offer that in the world. But first, it must come from within, of course. So let's see, 13. You are the chef of your own life, right? Wisdom, crone energy, learning from experience. Okay. And once you understand more about your own emotions, you'll be able to manifest or follow your joy or follow your heart and manifest more happiness in your life. Your higher self chose this card to remind you there's value in seeking out guidance from someone who's been there before, so maybe your guides, angels. However, there is tremendous value in learning by doing. You can research, ask questions, or watch others who are masters of their craft, but at some point you have to get in there and practice if your aim is to develop your skills. hmm It's almost like, yeah, like nobody's born knowing everything, right? So, like, if a person just starts a cooking class, of course they're going to probably be kind of bad at it at first, right? You have pulled Elderberry's card to gently nudge you out of the planning phase and into the doing phase. You may get it wrong at first or feel awkward, which is okay because the only way to improve is to focus and learn from your mistakes. Each misstep tells us what to avoid, and every success confirms all you learn. There is a good saying that, mistakes actually are way more valuable than success all the time because mistakes and failure teach you something. Successes don't teach you something at all, usually, you know. Elderberries also reminds you to stop seeking validation from others. If there isn't an example of what you want to do, then you'll become the first, and with time, your wisdom will guide others. If you're attempting to do something that many others are doing, trust there is room for everyone to bring a unique perspective. You don't have to pattern yourself after others to be successful. So definitely something about your health, your daily routine, give and take dynamics in general. Grab you an angel here, Aries. Savings, interesting. So, I mean, savings are related to ask for your needs to be met on the bottom of the deck, are related to self worth in astrology because you have to have self worth in order to save money, because you have self love, right? Mhm, mhm. And when you pour more self love into yourself, you attract more finances towards you because you're now vibrating at a higher level. So the external world is matching the inner level of love, and love actually rules finances in astrology. The planet of Venus rules money, so it's very vital. So if we have a lack of self-love, we tend to have a lack of money, right? Because we don't feel we deserve it. We don't really, things like that. So let's see what else we can get for you guys. Maybe an Egyptian god. Ooh, I'm getting called to the Kali deck. Okay, let's grab you a Kali card. Help you step into your power in the right way. Okay, Aries. Oh, thank you. Wow. It's a beautiful card, honestly. Again, something about like acquiring information, maybe talking to people, reading books, things like that. Asking the right questions could be important, like reaching out to guides for support, like I need help or guidance. Can you lead me to the resources, etc. Just make a prayer, spirits hear prayers. She calls us away from the world, so to journey inwards, where a path of sacred introversion beckons. Turning within may feel natural or unfamiliar, but in journeying within, you gain energy, insight, and freedom from the constraints of what has been. Allow that which needs to end to do so. You shall realize you're not being denied, but released. There is something new on the horizon. Honor your losses, but keep hope in your heart for what is meant to be. There can be a resistance to embracing the crumbling away of a form once cherished, yet in doing so, we can give a proper burial, allowing for cleansing emotions, perhaps anger, sadness, loss, or grief in the face of betrayal, disappointment, or confusion, to move through the soul. And only when you move through it, like you actually feel your emotions completely, um, and you fully go into it, you don't repress anything. It's like a sickness. When you are dealing with a sickness, if you postpone taking some days off or having soup or whatever, it only gets worse, right? Same thing with emotions. But if you lean in, you address it, even if it's painful, you go through it, you move through it, you seek out resources to help you through it. The next day, you tend to feel lighter because you've done the work and it's over now. And now we have room. We have this beautiful fertilizer of the richness of experience that you've experienced, right? That can plant new seeds, new wisdom, new growth. So it's like an evolving, right? So let's see. Then the space for higher understanding, healing, and even forgiveness and gratitude for what is learned can open up. Peace and release follows, and soon after, a readiness for the new. Interesting, yeah. Bless you. This requires wisdom and courage to move through the liminal spaces or the between times. Inner processes need to take place beneath the cover of darkness, privacy, and sanctuary. Yeah, and a lot of times when we move through these extremely difficult circumstances, it's hard to put into words, right? But we learn in the process. You get a more fullness. You get a more whole understanding of life, right? You don't need to parade your process before others nor prove anything to anyone. Automatic writing could be like a great thing. Maybe you want to utilize. I don't know. We're calling in light angel beings, like saying mantras and prayers. I call in good spirits to help. Calling in your guides, giving sincere openness of your heart and gratitude to the Lord. Um, If you feel your hands are tied or you're unable to exert your will in the world at this time, don't fret. And that's true, because why push forward when you don't really know what you're doing, or things haven't been working anyways? Why would you continue to push forward? There's already ice on the ground. Stop the car, right? Go back. Wait till the ice melts, okay? Often before a time of significant fruition, there is a period when nothing much seems to be happening, like the seed in the soil, right? You are attending to inner work and strengthening the vision and intention. It is building within the soul. Powerful energies are coalescing unseen within the seed, ready to spring forth at the right time. Any cycle of holding back or lack of external support from your inner work will end. That's because you're now cultivating a better inner reality that will manifest externally, right? When you heal that inner reality, now you're healthy. You can go back in the world and do what you want to do. And usually, a lot of times when we move through sickness, we have a new appreciation for life. I don't know about you, but sometimes those moments of shock are like, oh my God, I need to get my life together. Like, what are the symptoms that led up to this? Was it overworking? Was it eating the wrong things? Was it me neglecting my health or my needs? Or was I overgiving, etc.? So I hope you enjoyed this reading. Thank you for being here. Please hit like, comment, share, subscribe. I truly appreciate it. If you want a personal, you can message me on Telegram. If you want to leave a tip, you can do through the Buy Me a Coffee link in the description. Take care. Good luck.